Hello guys, Kel here again for tanktime.co.uk and Kel's Aquariums. Just going to have a bit of a mess about with my big Lido tank. For those who watch my videos, I put some Redmoor on a sucker the other day and stuck it to the back of my tank. I am going to put weeping moss. I'm going to tie weeping moss all the way around it to hopefully create a nice effect there. I need a cave for my big bristlenose. If you watch my videos you'll see I've got a big, well it's full grown, as big as a bristlenose gets, catfish, but I ain't really got a cave for him. So what he's doing, just let me see if I can sneak this round here. We'll go in the other way for a sec, my bad. Not thinking things through. As you can hear there's a lot of noise because I'm sort of in the middle of sorting the tank out. But if you see down there, at the bottom of the base of that wood, I don't know if you can really tell from the video, but my bristlenose keeps building himself a big base under there because he hasn't really got a cave. So, and these cories eating, keep filling it in on him, trying to bury him alive, and then he comes out and he bites them. So there's loads of aggro in my tank for no reason. He just needs a cave to live in. So, bit of a shot of a wall there for, you know, the masses. So what I've done, I just move my joystick, is I have acquired a couple of different ones. There is a resin one there, pre-built. It's a super fish one, I think it cost 10 quid. It's a resin one, as you can see, nice big, I hope you can see, nice big entrance there, and a couple of littler ones down the side. So I'm just going to zoom out a bit because it's a bit mental what I'm doing. So yeah, big entrance there, a couple of others, but these are all a bit little for him. So that's a big lump to put in my tank. It don't look too bad, but it's not going in. And then I've got, that was the superfish one. I think I've got a Hugo Kamishi one. This one's pot. So this is actually a porcelain one. Now, it don't look quite as good, but when that's in the tank half buried with gravel, that looks really cool. So I'm going to put that in for me catfish, and each end, every hole in it is big enough for him to get in and out, apart from that one, but I don't think he'll use that. I'm going to bury that in anyway. So what my plan is, I've got a couple of Anubias, and I'm going to tie them onto the. I've got both Anubias Nana, different breeds of. That's a special apparently. That's all it says on it. So yeah, I'm going to have an Anubias sort of on there, and another Anubias on the back end of it, which over time will grow across the full length of it. If my other tank, like you can see in the background, I mean the Anubias in my better tank, these small ones, these Anubias Nana, the rhizome on them is about 9-inch long now, maybe more. So that's my plan there, and as I say, I'm going to do a bit of tying of this weeping moss onto my piece of red malts on the back. So I just thought I'd let you see that before I start. That's going to be the plan. Then the cave's going to be mostly buried, you're not going to see too much of it, just a couple of nice plants growing off the back side of it. So you'll have a cave and it'll still be pretty. I don't really like putting pot ornaments, I like using wood and things like that, but that's just a real nice handy piece of kit, and if I can disguise it with a couple of plants what'll grow over it, so be it. I mean, I'm not saying they're bad, they're just not my cup of tea normally. Although that superfish one looks pretty good actually. It's just a bit big. That one's not too bad, but it's just a pot. So anyway, I'm going to cut the camera and start tying stuff to stuff. And then I'll bring it back on when I'm done. See you in a sec. So, sorry about the noise again, I filled that tank up. I've cleaned all the rock wool, which is all over there, tons of the stuff, off these couple of Anubiases, and I'm just going to use some clear vinyl like fishing line to tie them to that thing there. So again, be back in a minute when I have done this. So I have one Anubias attached to a rock right over the edge, so I'm just trying to bring it into camera, so right over the edge, so they might come down a bit, I'll have to maybe snip them, but you know, in general it's attached with a bit of line, and hopefully all this will grow and that'll grow nice. I've got it so the rhizome, which is, for those who don't know what these plants grow on, you have to have that above the gravel anyway. Never bury the rhizome or the rock and your plant dies. But because that's that way, that should in theory grow across the back. Okay, on to the next one. So I've now got 2 Anubiases. That one was a nightmare because look how densely packed it is on leaves. Oh, it was hard getting that on. That one went on really easy. But yeah, as you can see, a couple of plants to disguise it, they'll grow nice over it. I have actually got 2 more little bits of rhizome. So they're tiny little rhizomes with a little bit of leafage on, and I'm going to put them, if I get them in the centre camera, like an amateur, I am going to put both of them on the piece of Redmoor wood what's on the back, what's stuck to the back from one of my last videos. Okay, I will be back to show you the tank with that thing in. Okay, bye. So, the cave is in, down the bottom, down there. Can't see too good from this angle, but I've put it where it is so I can actually see in it from where I will be stood, so I can see if he's in there. I'm just going to lower my tripod. There we go. Sorry about the excess light, just bear with me. I might be able to bend it out with that. So yeah, as you can see, bit of a cave. I'll get you a different angle. So there it is, where it is. So there's an entrance there. There's an hole on top there, and then there's another entrance, the same exit, if you will, at the same size at the back, which I'm leaving all open. There was another one there at the end, but that was a bit small for him, so I've ditched it. So yeah, there's a couple of Anubias tied to a bit of a cave. So that's the easy bit done. Now I've got to do the wood up at the top there, which you can probably just see through me spray from my filter. Alright, be back again in a minute when I'm doing that. Bye. So hello again guys, I have been, with the help of my missus, because oh it's a ball ache, tying some weeping moss to this piece of wood. So I'll bring it under the light, because you know, look, so there is tons of weeping moss tied around there. And I'm going to put it back in the tank now and see how it goes. So I'll be gone for a sec. So that's it, sort of all done. So I've got my cave and my couple of Anubias on it. And I've got my piece of Redmoor stuck to the back of the tank, and it's a bit rough at the minute because not everything's grown in obviously yet. It's been done. I've literally tied all the moss to it and tied a couple of the bits of Anubias to it as well. So there'll be a bit of floating stuff, so there'll be a bit of Anubias up there and a couple down here to go with all the loads of Anubias that seem to take over this tank. So there's the tank, and I'm happy with it up to now. So we'll see how it goes, see if my ancestress actually makes that his home, or whether that becomes the base for all the Amano shrimp in the tank. My lights are just going out on this one, just starting to dim on my carpeted tank. Bit of kiwi in the back for the autosynclases. But yeah, so that's it. Hopefully that'll all grow nice, the weeping moss. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.